Hello, it's me, Vinny. I'm here with an important announcement. I have Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I wasn't sure I was going to get this, but there's been a lot of positivity surrounding this game, aside from the obvious visuals. And I figured I haven't bought a mainline Pokemon game in a while, and this is something different. And I wanted to give it a shot and let you know for myself, as a tuber slash streamer slash human, Huber, I don't know, what it's like. Disclaimer. I know that the Pokemon fan base hates Pokemon, but I also know that the Pokemon fan base loves Pokemon. So there's no winning. I've even been told, do not support Nintendo and Game Freak by buying this game. I do love when people tell me how to, what games to play and which ones not to play. That's always fun. But I understand that there's a lot of loaded emotions in regards to this game. So I'm going to shut up now and start it up. But disclaimer, if you have an opinion about this game, you can direct it towards Nintendo, towards Game Freak. I'm just going to play it, and I'm going to do my best to be as honest about it as possible. I did not play Sword and Shield. I didn't play the most recent remakes. I'm a fair weather Pokemon fan. So the only reason I really got this one is, again, people played the leak. And some people said, yeah, it's worth your time. Reviews are a different thing because you don't know how accurate those will be. But they've been positive across the board, mostly. So I present to you Pokemon Legends Arceus. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. Don't necessarily expect a full playthrough. I do plan on playing some of this on my own. Depends on how much I like it, really. It is well that thou art here. Thou art? Oh, it's the Deku Tree. I am that which humans call Arceus. Is it Arceus? Arceus? Fuck, I don't even know how to say it. Now I wish to know thine appearance. Okay. What is thy name? Yeah. That's pretty standard for me. Vine. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokémon, and low-quality textures as well. Oh, make no mistake, Pokemon fans, I will be calling out when this game looks like shit or plays like shit. If that's too much for you to handle, I understand. You could probably find someone that will not say a single bad thing about it. But I am such an occasional Pokemon fan to the point where it doesn't really matter to me. It's it's fun. I like the cards last year. I like Pokemon Snap a lot. I'm gonna do my best to play this and enjoy it because I bought it. But if something is poop, I'm not gonna put a diaper on it. Seek out all Pokemon and thou shalt find me once more. Okay, whatever you say, light. It is me, Wario. Oh, this game looks like complete garbage already now. It's like, where's the background textures, man? We'll get into it as I play and get to the overworld. We'll get into it a little bit. I've already talked about it on my my streams and videos, and I'm sure people are sick of hearing about it. And some people are like, yeah, do it more. But I will leave no stone unturned. But I want to enjoy a Pokemon game. My intention here is to play a good game. That's my intention. I don't want to go into this thing with hatred in my heart, because then I will experience no joy. Did you know that Pokemon is the dark part of the universe's heart? Was that like a birth analogy? Did Stanley Kubrick direct that? Well... Wake up! Oh, do wake up, won't you? Good morning, Chrono. Are you alive, my boy? Nice helmet. Sorry, hat. Wow, this guy looks like a real cool customer with a cool hat like that. You gave me quite the shock falling from the sky like that. But thank goodness you seem unharmed. Who are you? I'm Professor Doak. I mean, you fell out of the sky, you understand. Come now. Who in the world does that? Must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in... I need to raise volume a little bit. Some games are very low on the capture card on the Switch, and some are quite loud. These parts, would you? I doubt it. I see, you seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? No. Nowhere. So you don't even know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Minus the word even the first time around. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? Somehow, I guess. Wow, Mr. Personality here, main character. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Crew. Foom. Plish-plash. Oh my, I'd completely forgotten I had just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokémon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. Ah, but do you even know what a Pokémon is? Yeah. Not my first rodeo, Professor. My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground then, eh? Well, yes. These 3 Pokémon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. Oh yes, and what might your name be? It's Vine, I guess. Oh, so you're called Vine. That name has quite a ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Vine's grown out of an asshole in Mario Party. Oh, but... I do apologize, I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Laventon. I am something of a Pokémon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokémon. Yes, Pokémon such as these oh, okay, goodbye. Oh, blast and bother, my darling Pokémon, why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Wait, you 3, wait! So I'm not going to get into the visuals just yet, because already this looks better than that one screenshot that's been going around comparing it to Oblivion, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. But, you know, we'll eventually I'll get into it, because I can't leave a stone unturned, as I said before. You know, we'll get there, but for now, I'm just going to go along with the ride. I'm going to see what the game wants me to feel and do, and we'll take it from there. There's a glowing, beeping object over there.
Hello? It's me, Professor Oak. I'm on a phone. Do you know what a phone is?
It's probably your phone, but it changed shape. You feel strange power emanating from it. Of course it changed shape. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone, and thy mission seek out all Pokémon.
Pokémon?
It is nice to play a Pokémon game that isn't restricted and top-down. Again, I didn't play Sword and Shield, so this is my first new Pokémon game since Pokémon Moon. Alas, yet another miss. I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. Tried catching my little runaways by tossing... Oh, that's a Bon Jovi song. By tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing. You see, I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. Now that one is Rowlet. I know about Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. Kroost. That one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it's surprised or irate. Foom. Piplup. Oh, that's Oshawott. I'm bad at Pokemon remembering. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using its shell-like object on its belly. I played, for those that have not heard this 1,000 times, I have played Pokemon Red. Missed every generation up until X. Not joking, by the way. Totally forgot about Pokemon, did not care, wasn't interested. Enjoyed X. Enjoyed Moon. Pokemon Snap is cool. And I collected the cards because I got a little addicted last year. So, that's about it. That's my Pokemon. I watched the other cartoon when I was a kid, too. So... Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing, how to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my boy, Pokeballs. Throw these at the Pokemon to catch them. They look edgy, the Pokeballs. Mention their Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them? Each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down into minuscule size. That's where Pokeballs come in. They're a recent invention, you see. It'll shrink and fit in the ball. You got it. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I have no one else to turn to. I'd be awful grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Aim the Pokeball, let the ball fly. Except the professor can't do it. It's nice to be able to actually throw a Pokeball in real life like this. Maybe this is the start of something that could evolve into a new style of Pokegame. There's no gyro controls? Cool. There are. I've been playing Risk of Rain 2, which has good gyro. Like, that and Dusk in particular. And the Quake port. And I'm like, man, stuff where you shoot? That gyro stuff is pretty damn good. This feels like a nice amount of gyro. And also, not a necessary amount, because you could still use the stick. Like, you can just do your micro adjustments with gyro, which... good enough for me. But a world of adventure awaits. Uh-oh, you suck. Ah, yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old boy. Uh-oh, he said old boy. That reminds me of a movie I saw. And he also may be British, and this whole time I haven't been doing British. Also, up close, like, this area looks better than a lot of the big open screenshots I've seen. I still don't think it's up to par with Breath of the Wild, but it will... again, we'll get to the graphics. Oh, what a relief. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. As I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you'd come something. But I must say, Vine, I was taken aback at how well you use Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? They just arrive. One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. I got a phone? Seek out all Pokemon. It's an object called the Arc Phone, you say. What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of its Pokemon. We in the field called this such catalog a Pokédex. A proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region, but in order to properly document Pokemon, one must of course catch them. Therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Oh, this is like many, many years ago? Enter you, a Pokemon with clear talent for catching Pokemon. Oh, you can throw! Congratulations, you're the new Pokemaster. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. Situation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, my boy? What else am I doing? Then, whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then. Onward to Jubilife Village. That sounds like an elderly product for, like, chronic diarrhea. You should try Jubilife. Side effects may include hard death. An elderly pregnancy. Oh, okay. I just don't want to poop myself anymore. Good commentary. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe. My good guardsman. This young man was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him into the village for a bit. Some pretty disparate styles happening here. Of just clothing. This looks like Ocarina of Time Beta Village. This road we're on now is known to the locals as Kanala Avenue. The village was built scarcely 2 years ago. There's much to do yet, and not many to do it. And since we know so little of local Pokemon, people hesitate to set foot outside the village. Now that impressive building up ahead of us is Galaxy Hall, headquarters for this entire outfit. Oh, botheration. I'd almost forgotten. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? Just past this bridge here, and then to the left. The Wallflower, it's called. Well, for whatever comparisons people make to Breath of the Wild, this definitely doesn't have the lack of tutorial like Breath of the Wild does, where you're just, like, starting, and you just go. And then the plateau is the tutorial, but you don't even really know that. Somehow it seems to show you where you need to go next. Minus button to view the map, and there will be guidance markers as well. I'm pretty new to the village myself. I try to talk to everyone I meet, so I always learn something new. The singer of Muse, Bellamy. Is that a green mustache or tape? Well, now, aren't you awfully suspicious? The Wallflower is for Galaxy Team folk only! We don't have any seats for outsiders. Move along. Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. What if you were attacked by a Pokémon? You'd be mincemeat in those flimsy clothes. If the guard let you through, you must have ties with somebody in this village. Perhaps you've met Professor Laventon. He's a scholar from a faraway place. His Pokémon do get away from him at times, though. It makes me a bit worried for him. I suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokémon myself. I was hit by a Pokémon move called Thunder Shock not long ago, and had to take to my bed. But the professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Unfortunately, it's just as Akari says. I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Professor! But everything will be quite all right now. Vine here has agreed to help us with the Pokédex. Excuse me, you plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You can't just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain Silene's permission? I'll allow it. Captain Silene? Oh no, you got resting Silene face. Assuming the individual can contribute. Hey, I have resting Vinny face, so I get it. To the Survey Corps, that is. I'm the captain of the Galaxy Team's Survey Corps. You may call me Silene. Professor Laventon has told me how you helped secure his Pokémon when they slipped his control. And now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so. Quite old enough to work for your keep. Really? Why can't we have a character in their 20s? Man, I'm old. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Don't worry. There will be character growth, and you two will be best friends. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and pleasant conversation then, eh? Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fail to please. Professor Laventon, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Ah, well, you know that great hole in the sky, the one that people call the space-time rift. Our new friend fell right out of it. Oh, I'm from the future. You can't be serious. It's a legend. This is the legend of Arceus. Come now, I'm a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region that there are in the grass, the forests, by water, wherever they like. Our job as the Survey Corps is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. But that's where Vine will come in. He successfully caught 3 Pokemon. 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in the Galaxy Team is capable of feats such as that. Oh, just throwing Pokeballs? This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. 3? We have a hard enough time catching even 1 when wild Pokemon come after us. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. The key to catching is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi, you know. The slow progress on that Pokédex of yours clearly has her on edge. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now, have your fill, Vine, and think, if you make it into the Galaxy Team, Galaxy Team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides all of its members' needs, for all of its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. This is a lot of reading. No, but play Persona, you know reading is not enough. Xenoblade X, 400 hour. That was quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, do you remember that Vine has a trial to pass to join the survey corps, don't you? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Vine's skills. Let's hope it is not misplaced. Vine, was it? For tonight at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial we put to you tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate, perhaps your death in the wilds.
Yeah, kill a 15-year-old child.
Yeah! Captain Silene's somewhat like Hisui. Hisui? And that they're both quite harsh. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. With that, I bid you both a good night. Yes, good night. A rift in the sky, people falling from it. The world is full of mysteries. I've never seen clothes quite like yours, hon. Where might they be from? Let me buy that clothes in the back with the one solid texture that's like gradiented a little bit. Oh, make no mistake, there's some crust textures in this game. It's like, how does Monster Hunter Rise look so good on the Switch? Well, it's a, you know what? Game Freak and their game engines versus Capcom's game engines. Here's some tips. My argument about graphics is that it helps when you have a game. Bad frame rates to me are worse than bad graphics, but graphics that don't have a consistent style are even worse than like incompetent game engine. Because if I'm going to invest myself in a video game, good gameplay is number one, but crust graphics keep me from like being immersed in the world. However, consistent art direction and style with good frame rates, for me, personally, opinion, that works for me just fine. So we're gonna see just how crusty these graphics is. I was just talking the other day about how video game trees were really big in the 90s. Like, just big, important trees. Good morning, Vine. Are you up? Quite some lightning last night, wasn't it? Today's the day of your trial, so let's give her our all. What lovely weather we've got. I hope you had a nice sleep, even if this land is strange and new to you. Let's get to the headquarters. Captain Silene is waiting. When do I leave the shorts and t-shirt? No, so I can get new clothings. The test is just how many potato mochi you can eat in one sitting. The Survey Corps offices are here on the first floor. Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. The wild Pokémon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokémon, but against a whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield, but the medical corps will put you to rights. That man's with the security corps, and even with his own partner, he took a beating from wild Pokémon. Without a partner Pokémon of your own, you might find this trial particularly trying. Captain Silene, Vine is here. You may enter. Alakazam. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition Team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokémon. Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Catching 3 Pokémon from the start. No one in the Galaxy Team has ever managed that. What kind of incompetent team is this? Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokémon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for him. The professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. Of course, Bidoof we're starting with. The Galaxy Team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of the Survey Corps' satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field. That satchel doesn't exactly match your, mode of dress. Hikari, I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. Pardon, Vine, come with me a moment. I just activated the guide, I don't even know what that is. Maybe it just helps you get to your quest area. Now then, jolly good morning to everyone. Something the matter, Professor Laventon? In order to complete our Pokédex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Vine must absolutely pass this trial. As a professor of Pokémon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Crew, Fwoop, and, Bloop Bloop. Plish Plash. Go on, Vine, pick the Pokémon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokémon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my boy, which Pokémon would you like to keep as your very own? Rowlet. I don't even have to think about that. It's one of the... I played the game that Rowlet was in, and I like Rowlet. I like Leaf. Leaf power. Green grass. Green grass power of Pokemon. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good show, I've tucked Rowlet back inside... excuse me, inside its Pokeballs for you, so take it, it's yours. Sorry about that. That was just one of those things. Oh, that's why the Pokeball looks edgy, because they're new, because this is the past. A word of advice, my boy. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out on the field. Boom! Plash! And if they look like they're cheering on their friend Rowlet. Oh, they do look like that, rather. Perhaps they're jealous that it gets to help you with your trial. That could well be, but they did go dashing from the village when Vine fell out of the sky after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. By the way, what species has Captain Silene charged you with catching? Oh, that's smashing. All 3 of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial, then. These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work as a treat. As you've already seen, you'll have this trial cleared in no time. Guess you're finally ready. You'll have to leave the village for your trial. Turn left after you exit headquarters, then head to, for the gate. "30 minutes later. I am impatient with tutorials. I've always been. Or like beginnings of game stuff. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. I'm Volo of Ginkgo Guild. There's a lot of fun words in this game. The go-to choice for any mercantile needs here in Hisui. Hisui? I've heard talk about you fell from the sky, didn't you? Well, that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you have a Pokémon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success, so what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokémon stand up to one another in battle? Okay. I like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're to attempt, so let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. Togepi. Well, you can move around while they fight. I think you have to dodge attacks at some point too, but I don't know. I haven't really seen very much of the game's gameplay. I've just seen those crusty trailers. Moves, items, use them well, and the world will open up to you. It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? As they gain experience through battle, they'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. But so few people here have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our 2 battlers recover from their little exercise. As to you, my Skyfallen friend, I present some potions and thanks. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful in that trial of yours. More Galaxy Team members mean more customers for yours truly after all. That's really something. Now, not only can you catch Pokemon, but you can lead them in battle. Now, to the Obsidian Fieldlands. When you're leaving Jubilife Village, make sure that you choose a destination from your map and tell Rest the Guardsman where you're going. That way someone can come to your aid if you're knocked out by a Pokemon. You're Vine, correct? I was informed you'd be passing through. The trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive. Oh, yeah, actually, I did hear that this was a little bit like Monster Hunter. Like, less Breath of the Wild than people expected and more Monster Hunter. Like, camp. This is our base camp, the last safe haven before you reach the wilds. For your trial, you must catch 3 species of Pokemon, Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Are you ready? Yeah. Professor, is something wrong? Oh god, Professor, why? Well, you see, Captain Silene got a hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. That's our unsparing captain, but what help exactly do you offer out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear girl, I don't intend to lift a finger. Vine's talents are the real deal. He'll pass with flying colors, you'll see. Ah, so the responsibility for him still lies, in fact, with me, then. I'm sure Vine will be fine. Let's begin the trial. Vine will be fine. Some item storage. There's a rest. You can craft. You can crust. This is Aspiration Hill. The species of Pokemon you're meant to catch all live here. Well, again, it looks better than some of the screenshots I saw. I have a feeling some of those screenshots were just taken in particularly crusty areas, and obviously others look a little bit better. But one of the things I did read was that the game looks better in motion in general than in crusty screenshots. So, The key is to aim carefully, not that you seem to need my advice, I'm just sharing what I know. Bidoof has a mellow disposition, it doesn't run from people, so this will be easy. Okay. Get got. Wow, you really are a savior! I can't believe how good you are at this. Oh, let me check my microphone. I don't know if I'm crusting or not, because I've had issues where my microphone resets. No, it's good. It is good. Time to find your next Pokemon. Let me live my life. Yeah, oh, this is as far from Breath of the Wild's beginning as you can get, really. Very hand-holdy. That's a Starly, they're skittish little things that run if startled. It's nice. I like birds. You should be able to get close to them if you crouch, but you'll be harder to spot. Yeah, bird. Starly caught as well. Only one more Pokemon to go. I like all the Pokemon noises. Forgot there's something I ought to teach you since you're new to this. Roll into a tree to acquire fruits. Here's the proper way to throw your partner's Pokeball. As Captain Silene tells us, have an item at the ready but want to send out a Pokemon, press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready but want to throw an item, press X. Try throwing your Pokemon's ball at rocks or trees like this to have it investigate. Thanks, Rowlet. Oh, you get experience for just throwing a Pokemon at a tree. So, like, okay. Visually, this is still the Switch. And it's not exactly the most powerful console. But, like, this right here, as a screenshot, looks way better than some of the shit I've seen. Again, I'm not going to go out of my way to defend this game. I didn't develop it, and Nintendo does not give a fuck about me or you. Therefore, I don't feel the need to defend a mega corporation that is literally the #1 media franchise in the entire world. This here Pokemon stuff. However, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. So far. How's that? Is that a good answer? As Arnold would say, you must be very proud of yourself. There, that's Shinx. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Could you already tell that? I thought you might. Can never tell until I focus on a Pokemon carefully. Once aggressive Pokemon get irate, they'll knock aside any ball you throw at them. You gotta battle them. When you're absorbed with battling, you can throw a Pokeball at them to catch them. Leafage. I like the little fireworks from the Pokeball. You approached those Pokemon without a hint of fear and caught each one. You're like a gift the sky dropped to us. With you at our side, I think the Survey Corps has a real chance of compiling a complete Pokédex as we've been ordered. This is wonderful. I'm still curious why on earth you came falling from the sky like you did, but for now, let's tell the professor we're ready to head back. Oh, I said you'd pass the trial with flying colors. It seems you went and did just that. Congratulations, Vine. You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph. Look at this photo. Why'd you close your eyes? That's weird. With skills like yours, I suppose this was a foregone conclusion. Now then, we'd best report to Captain Silene. Time to head back to Jubilife Village, eh? I really want to get out into the world and, like, catch my own Pokemon. And, like, enjoy. But we're not ready for that yet, I guess. In time, you'll be able to send Pokemon you've caught to live in their village pastures. You can bring up to 6 Pokemon with you into the field in theory, though we've never had anyone skilled enough to do so. Come now, you two, let's not dilly-dally. Captain Silene awaits our report at the headquarters. I bet Captain Silene will be very pleased. Oh shit, it's an Alakazam! Quick, catch it! Seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. Congratulations, you passed the trial. You can hold on to that satchel. I must admit you've impressed me. I set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself could be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps. Thank God I got matching sandals. Get changed in your room you used last night, then report at once to the 3rd floor. Present yourself in uniform to our commander. This is your first official order from your captain. If you've been attacked by a Pokemon, you can always go to base camp to rest. Is this an ancestor of the nurses? Is this dude, like, dying? I guess you could just play the game in first person. ABBA? Oh, they have a new album. I mean, it's, again, like, wacky to play a Pokemon game that lets you do this. That lets you run around freely. Like, well, I mean, not freely yet, but, compared to the last one I played, the difference is already night and day. Hey, how come Pokemon hasn't done night and day? Oh wait, they have. Sun and Moon, never mind. guess I kind of have hazel eyes, so why not? Those sandals are interesting. They certainly are a choice. Always enjoy the sound of roads. Look at how well our Survey Corps uniform suits you. It's almost as if the captain had tailored it just for you. I see you've changed regarding your accommodations. You may continue to use the room you slept in last night. You may wear this as well. That's the look, I guess. Now present yourself to the commander. That is a mustache and a half. So much better than shitty green mustache man. I have been waiting for you. I am Kamado, commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So you are Vine. Yes, sir. I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the rift in the sky. Now then, let's see what you're made of. Face me in combat. Animations are expensive, man. You've got some fight in you. Your sumo needs work, but I do see some potential. Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, some will be slow to trust an outsider who literally fell right out of the blue. The superstitious among us might see your arrival as a portent of disaster. But you passed the trial that was put to you. No matter how odd you may seem, you're part of Jubilife Village now. Dedicate yourself to the work of the Galaxy Expedition Team and complete the Pokédex. But I warn you, Vine, Pokémon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work. So the commander has accepted you also. But understand this, you begin as a no-star recruit among our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. Perform well as a member of the Survey Corps, and you will move up through the ranks. Indeed, you see, the more you add to the Pokédex, the higher your rank will become. Working on the Pokédex will also, of course, bring you closer towards your goal, to seek out every last Pokémon. Here, you will need this. 1 Apricorn, 1 Tumblestone for a Pokéball. And 3,000 Yenny as well. I don't know how... dollars? What's Pokébucks? Pokébucks! You'll have to buy the necessary materials. Akari, you are an expert at crafting yourself. Teach our new recruit what he needs to know. Of course, Captain Silene. Now, as the experienced craft person here, let me explain a bit to start with. Crafting means making items with your own 2 hands. You can buy some items at the general store, but self-sufficiency is worth striving for. You can even make our most valuable tools, Pokeballs. That's where we'd be if we couldn't do that. Or think of where we'd be if we couldn't do that. Let's head to the Craftworks. Well done earning a place on our team. My name is Anth. I'm the local clothier. The professor asked that I ready you a change of clothes, so here you go. I do hope they fit. Trousers? I hope you'll avail yourself of the village's humble shops. What if I catch a shiny in the first 2 hours of this game? This way to Craftworks, fine. You can use the the workbench here at the Craftworks anytime you need to make an item in the village. and I'll supply what you need to make your first Pokeballs once you're ready to begin. Call it my way of saying congratulations on joining us. Just spend the money you got from the captain on clothes or whatever you think is best. Oh, that's some fine craftsmanship. Hard to believe this was your first time stepping up to the workbench, my boy. You'll recall, of course, that Pokemon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down. With Pokeballs we craft, we can make use of that power to catch them. Also, that more Pokemon species can be duly recorded in a Pokedex. And on that note, here you are. Okay. Prepared this volume just for you. I hope it aids you well in your aim to seek out all the Pokemon here that there are in this grand region. You'll have to complete lots of research tasks to help the professor fill out the Pokedex. Same goes for me, of course. I've also got Pokemon to research as a Survey Corps member. I'd be all too happy to explain more about the research tasks I could use your assistance with. Come join me at the Fieldlands camp whenever you're ready, my good Vine. Hey, excuse me, I couldn't help it over here. If you're going to the Fieldlands camp, would you mind taking care of a request for me? I'm standing guard, so I can't leave my post, but I'll be here at the headquarters if you want to talk about it. So, there's this Pokemon called Wurmple. Have you heard of it? Yeah. Well, you see, I was having a chat with Professor Laventon, and he told me that after Pokemon gains a certain amount of experience through battling and the like, it will sometimes change its appearance and become stronger. He said it was a phenomenon called evolution. So I decided I want to raise a Wurmple myself and have it evolve. You're part of the Survey Corps, aren't you? If you catch a Wurmple, could you let me have it? There will be a reward for you, I promise. Just get me one Wurmple if you can. I know Shinx's ears have I know Shinx's ears had odd markings on the insides, but what were they? Can you get me a Shinx so I can look into its ear? No use, I can't remember. This will keep me up all night. Yeah, wants a Shinx. That's very strange. Parcel has arrived. Pikachu Festival Mask and an Eevee Festival Mask. Wait, why? It's because I've played Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Karate G. Or Gi. Thought it was a G in Secret of Mana, because you could buy that as one of your items. I was like, what is that word? I never heard of it when I was a kid. What do you mean Pikachu mask? No. Absolutely not. You're that newcomer who fell from the sky. Are you headed outside the village? Of course you are. The Survey Corps must have to get out and about to compile the Pokédex book they're working on, right? Well, find out all about Starly. When I see Starly, I feel I feel simply whole. Not that I have the least desire to actually touch one, mind you. Please let me see Starly's entry in that Pokédex the moment you've completed it. You have to complete the Pokédex. I don't understand. Complete. Like, how much of this stuff do I have to do? I have to maybe evolve one? And defeat one in battle? Battle? Defeat one in battle? Let's see how long the loading times are. Alright, like a couple seconds. 5 seconds or so. Too much. 0 of 10. Return. Game return. Righto. Let's get to it then, shall we? In order to complete this Pokédex of ours, there are a great many research tasks that I'll need your help to carry out, my boy. The details of these tasks can be found in the Pokédex for you to reference any time. Different number and variety of research tasks. Instantly check the research tasks for the species to open your Pokédex. Some Pokemon have unusual research tasks. Be sure to check them out. Catch in battle and all that stuff. Then get research points. If you see a wild Pokemon's attack coming your way, dodge like your life depends on it. You can dodge out of the way of attacks. You can avoid taking beating and blacking out in the wilderness. The security corps had to collect me when I got the business end of some Shinx's Thundershock. But don't worry, I've got lots of experience to draw on, and I'll teach you plenty. Yes. Well, finally out into the world a little bit. Hi, Bidoof. Bidoof does not give a single fuck. Bidoof is like, hey, hi, I'm Bidoof. Would you like to catch me? I like existing inside tiny prisons. I mean, Pokeballs. What the fuck is that? It's a Wurmple. Oh, fuck. I actually didn't mean to fight the Wurmple, I just wanted to catch the Wurmple. Okay, I defeated a Wurmple. Dude, you just killed a Wurmple. I forgot to switch back from Rowlet. Dude wanted a Wurmple. I'll get him a Wurmple. It's his birthday. Weasel. Is that another fucking Bidoof? Not much I can do with that yet. Is it? It's gonna be like Monster Hunter, isn't it? Oop! I did not dodge in time. How many weasels am I fighting at once? Oh, just the one, I guess. You must defeat a weasel to fully know the weasel. Oh no, I'm fighting both of them.
Go, Rowlet! Go!
I'm already enjoying this more than previous Pokemon of recent years, just because of how much more interaction you have with the world. And it's like, oh yeah, this is, I guess, what it would be like in some ways to go out there and actually, like, catch Pokemon. Okay. Well, lesson learned. Ponyta. I think, again, I battled again by accident. Oh, jeez, I have to really keep an eye on that. Why did it disappear? Oh my god. Is that a Rapidash? It's massive. Unobtainable. Alright. Whoa. Alright, I'm peacing out, Rapidash. Leaving. Gonna make like a tree and get the fuck out of there. Some crust terrain we got there. Oh, I got a Ponyta. Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything with that Rapidash. Too powerful. You can do multiple things at once, which is nice. It's like a very smooth gameplay experience in that regard. So I need to defeat 3 Wurmples. Number of light specimens you've caught, number you've caught without being spotted. Oh. Number you've caught without being spotted. Number defeated. I have to defeat and then evolve one, I guess? Or I could just get a research level. I'm not really sure how that's gonna work. I'm still trying to understand what those arrows... Not the arrows, but like... There's some stuff that I'm not getting. It's just a fucking wormhole. Though I do need to get one without being spotted. Vivichoke. There is like a stamina meter, kind of. Bidoof, save me. Good Bidoof. I need to actually defeat a Starly as well. If you're feeling worn out, have a rest in a tent at one of our base camps. You can also rest to pass some time if it's nighttime. Okay. Oh, Rowlet. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I gotta remember them Poke types. You leave Starly alone. Fuck you. You're okay now, Rowlet. Yeah, you can change moves out now, like on the fly, pretty much. How do I get Rowlet out of my, or one of these fucking Bidoofs out of my thing? Like... Like, I have to figure out how to arrange my Pokemans now. Because I don't know how to do it. I don't know. Maybe back at base? Sorry, Starly. You must die. It's for research. Strong style? Agile style. Okay, there's styles, but that was a bit of an overkill. Ah, Starly ran away! Fuck! Starly ran away. I mean, it's still Pokemon at the end of the day. The gameplay is still very, very similar, but there's the agile and strong attacks, which I've heard about. Still don't know how to utilize them, but I'm sure a tutorial will spend 2 hours telling me. I have no quarrel with you, Shinx. I need Starlies. I guess you kind of just get used to the crust. Like, things up close look better than they do far away. And again, it would be real easy for me to go on a little tirade about how Breath of the Wild obviously looked better than this that was developed for the Wii U. But, again, in motion, and once you get into the gameplay, I will agree. I mean, I've been shitting on this game's graphics since, like, kind of almost day one. And I know most of us have, and then we're all like, "Oh, the game is good, fuck." But yeah, it's not bad so far. I'll tell you what this isn't. It's not Skyrim in terms of climbing. Or Breath of the Wild, especially not. I did it. Why did I do it? I think I have to catch another Shinx for that person. I still don't know types. I really, really don't. Man, Starly. super effective. Don't run away! Oh. Man, this is tough. This might not be the right time to try to catch the Shinx, but I'm gonna try anyway. Got it. Cherry berry. Oh, I'm going to kill a Starly, goddammit. You caught Starly unawares. That means... I go first. Yes. Need to catch a couple more. Number of different forms you've obtained. Here's a trailer shot right here. Breath of the Wild trailer shot. Good physics. So there's fall damage. Good to know. You're not gonna let me pass, are you? So in order to do that request, I may have to, like, actually fucking evolve one. Or maybe you can do other ones. Pichu. Dunk! Oh, there's a Pichu. I missed the goddamn Pichu. Do you know how upset I am? Like, 3 out of 10. It's the only Pichu I've seen here. I'm gonna go back there and see if another Pichu appears. I'm in Wurmple territory, though, right now. Yo, can we be friends? Level 45. Fuck that. Maybe this isn't the right place for me to be right now. Snorlax, I am not here to upset you. Go back to sleep. Where'd that Pichu go? I'm gonna find out in the comments that that Pichu was like a 0.1% chance. Rarest Pichu on the planet. I mean, shit, it's not here anymore, so clearly it is some degree of rare. Damn. Pichu, come back. Ow. I haven't many Pokeballs left and I grew weary, so I must return soon. But first, one more quick lap. Let me just check around these crust mountains. Something on top of that, but there's no way I can get up there right now. God damn it, Pichu, where have you gone? That is the lamest shit. God damn it. This guy missed shiny Pichu a first time play game. Amazing. Terrible. Gonna just catch a couple more Starlies. If I can find them. I have 8 more Pokeballs. If I can contribute to the Pokedex. I think that quest is going to take a little while. That's not going to be just, like, immediate quest completion. But yeah, so far I can see the addictive nature of the game. I mean, it's similar for a lot of Pokemon games. That's the point. To get the kids hooked. And then drip feed them cardboard directly into their veins. But in this case, I think the level of interactivity and the extra freedom that you get is welcome. It's like, oh, finally, something a little bit better. But again, I don't know what the game will be like long term. I don't know how long the game is. I don't know how long it'll keep my interest. Because I also have a lot of video games that I get bored of pretty quickly. So, yeah, I don't always stick with games, and Pokemon games in particular can be like a little too much for me, and I just kind of give up. That's just how I am. But we'll see, because so far so good. And I kind of want to. I mean, right now I'm just running around and enjoying the freedom of being able to run around, but I want to see what the rest of the game holds. Voice cracks and all. I can't find any more Starlies. They're gone. Starlies is gone. Alright, let me just head back then. God damn it, Bidoof. Not like I don't have already enough Bidoofs. You might have noticed that you have a research task to do with how many Bidoof you've caught. Catching just one isn't enough. You need 2, then 4, then more and more. When it's time to battle a Pokemon, remember the captain's switching wisdom. If you have items out, press X to ready your Pokemon. Oh, we're still doing stuff? There's one. Oh, there's a bunch. Boy, I'm pretty bad at this. And I'm out of Pokeballs. Good. I can make more. I think I have to do this whole set of tutorial quest stuff. Okay. I don't have tumblestones. Oh, you have to talk to someone at camp, okay. Gotta buy them. Cake-based lore. Wow, look at that ninja move. Wow. Flip, peelf. That was Wizard Annie. Around here you can find a Pokemon called Weasel. It's got an aggressive disposition. It'll try to hit you with its moves, like Shinx, so you'll need to battle to catch it. If your research tasks for Weasel include seeing it use a certain move, to be precise, you have to see it use the move in battle. Which move was it? I don't want to kill the Weasel before it uses its move. Hey, friend. Alright, Weasel, you know what? Piss off. I could see something like this becoming the next big, like, gameplay iteration for Pokemon, though, if they continue in this direction and just continue refining it. Got a crafting kit. When there's no workbench around, you can only use materials that you have in your satchel with that one. Okay. Recipe for potions. Tasks with unreported data, 36. Please report back to Professor Laventon once you've got some research tasks good and done. Oh, well then I've done a lot of it. It's just, oh, you have to go back to the professor to report the fucking... Now that makes much more sense. Where's Pichu? I'm looking for Pichu again. No Pichu's here. It looks like there is a fast travel of some kind. Pichu. Pichu! No. God damn it. No Pichus. Little Luxray. Ah, fuck. Let's a Luxio. Level's too high, dog. Sorry, I'm only able to catch baby Pokemon for now. What the hell happened here? Is that a Wooloo? What is this thing? Silcoon? Oh, I think that becomes one of the other things. I don't know. Nice piano. Well, I wonder where they got that inspiration from for that cool piano motif. Wait until you hear the piano in the new Sonic game that's gonna come out. That's gonna be a hell of a thing. Sonic running around.
Yeah, feet.
And then you hear, like, beautiful, like, piano. It's gonna be perfect. Sorry, Bidoof. I have to end you. It's for research purposes. Oh, nice move. Yeah, you just travel back to the camp. That's nice. Oh, if it isn't a crafting kit, you must have listened attentively to Hikari's teachings. Excellent work, dear boy. This seems a good time to explain to you about the survey reports and rewards they offer. You receive money based on the level and number of Pokemon you've caught. Let me check the research tasks you've completed thus far. Okay. Most illuminating. I'll update our Pokédex with this new data. If you raise a Pokemon's entry to level 10, that entry will be considered complete, and you'll have unlocked all the detailed information to be had about the species. As you carry out tasks and complete Pokédex entries for different species, you'll also gain Pokemon research points, which you can view on the cover of your Pokédex. Once you've earned enough a certain number of points to be able to move up through the ranks. I've completed Rowlet. Really? I guess you don't really need to do everything. But Starly, I was one level away from, like, completing Starly. Oh well. Now what do I do with all these extra Pokemon I have? I have thousands of them. You can have this one. Oh, those ears have a yellow cross pattern on them, kind of like a star. I can't tell you what a relief this is. Felt like I had a bone stuck in my throat, only the throat's my brain and bones of thought. Huh? Still missing that entry. I have a Wurmple for you. Oh, you really brought me one. You must be as good as the rumors say. I'd like to name this Wurmple right away. I've been told a Wurmple will evolve into a Pokemon known as Beautifly, so I should give it a name with that in mind. This is a tough decision. What do you like, Beauticia, Beautifred, or Bugene? Oh, Bugene. Jesus. I'll raise Bugene to be a splendiferous Beautifly. Wait and see. Oh, God. Bugene. You've made progress. It seems you've earned yourself a star. With this, you have officially attained the rank of first star in the Galaxy Expedition team. Well, I did it. I completed the game. Now you can use heavy balls. That's a good time for the capture card to go out. It's the fucking HDMI splitter. It's always very, very loose. Pokemon up to level 20 will also obey your orders reliably in battle. Better rewards, too. And I have a heavy ball recipe. Nice. That a stranger like you should fall from the sky and yet flourish among us like this is a testament to your native talent and hard work. Most people prefer it when things are simple enough to be judged on face value alone. Proving your worth by moving up through our ranks is something anyone can understand. Keep at it. Even if you did fall from the sky, people may be more willing to accept you. Higher rank will grant you access to more types of Pokeballs, greater rewards. For today, at least, you've earned yourself a meal at the Wallflower and a good night's rest. So, Vine, my boy, I believe a jolly good congratulations is in order. Well done on earning your first star rank. Potato mochi tastes so much better when you have something to be happy about. Still, we'll be very busy from now on between our Survey Corps duties and requests from folks here. Which reminds me, have you already taken on that request from Beauregard? The people of Jubilife aren't too... Is that the Bugene person? Aren't too familiar with Pokemon, you see. If problems arise, the Survey Corps gets called to help. Indeed so. Some people will ask you for help when you talk with them. Other requests will need to be claimed from the blackboard I keep in my lab. Oh. There was a request recently. Akari, what was that about? I was thinking maybe Vine could handle it for me. Require a bit of skill with battling Pokemons. Request came from Mai of the Diamond Clan, if I recall correctly. They lived here in Hisui between Hisui. Sure, there is much we might learn from them, including more about local Pokemon. We could discuss it for tomorrow. The next day. Listen, do you have a bit of time after this? There's something I could use your help with. Okay. Thank you. I'll be waiting for you at the training grounds. If you've caught a lot of Pokemon, you may want to visit the pastures to change up your team. Three rocks. Best graphics. 3 rocks. 3 rocks. 2. 3. Thanks for coming. I knew you're busy. I've had an epiphany. You see, I've got a partner of my own. We may not get along perfectly, but we've got work together. Gotta work together to help complete the Pokédex. Here, this is my partner, Pikachu. Why doesn't it say Pikachu, like a human? When we were attacked by those Shinx, I got too scared to think straight and I couldn't handle battling as a team. Ever since then, my partner's refused to listen to anything I tell him. If I'm being honest, I'm not even sure how to order him, how to guide him in battle. Pika. Isn't it Pika? But when I saw how you and your Pokemon work together, I realized we needed to do more too. It's just Game Boy noises. So please have a battle with me. I want to learn how to fight effectively. I mean, it tells you which stuff is effective and not effective, so that's nice. Hey, how dare you, Pikachu? You and your Pokemon seem to be completely in step with one another. Oh, I can evolve one. Wurmple. Thank you for battling us. It could be wrong, but for a moment I felt like Pikachu and I finally understood one another. Pika! Guess I was wrong then, but I'll strive to work more as a team with my partner the way you do. Assuming Pikachu and I can bridge some gaps. By the way, Professor said Pokemon things have things called types, which apparently makes a difference in how battles go. Yep. Oh dear lord, I'm not studying that, but thank God it tells us which is effective and which isn't. So you're the new recruit everyone's been excited about. My name is Zissou, Steve Zissou, Captain of the Security Corps. Remember that movie? I see you've got some fight in you. Figured I could stop by and give what advice I could. Captain Zissou is a master of an ancient martial art, one that specializes in Pokemon battles. Now listen, if your Pokemon truly mastered its moves, it can actually use them in different styles. On one hand, you can choose to deliver a move in a strong style. It will deal more damage, but afterward it'll take longer for your Pokemon to act. You can also unleash Agile, which is opposite. Might even get out 2 moves before the opponent can act. Okay. Sometimes your Pokemon will naturally master a move and unlock these extra styles simply by leveling up. If you want to teach your Pokemon... Look at that mouth. That is... It's like the Soundgarden video. Holy shit. If you want to teach your Pokemon some special moves, just let me know. Zissou's teachings should serve you well when you're up against tough Pokemon. Now I suppose it's time I went to meet Mai. You remember, I mentioned at the Wallflower that I could use your help with Mai's request. I'm to meet her down past the foot of Aspiration Hill. You should come as well, once you've readied your Pokemon team, and perhaps had them learn some new moves from Zissou if you'd like. This attack never misses. There's different moves per Poké. I don't know what that stuff is, but alright. Well, you can really just be a lazy asshole and just warp around. That's great. Nope. drop off Pokemon to be cared for at the pasture fields. The pastures house the many Pokemon you catch. Collect them from here and change up your party. There's like 8 pastures, so there's a lot, but how do you, what if I just want to release a bunch of them? Or sell them or something? I don't know. Are they interacting with each other? I mean, it's cool. It's something different. Question is, how do I evolve this Wurmple? Do it. Oh. Okay. Oh, there was a missions and requests tab, too. I have to check that out next time. I do have to go in about a half hour, 25 minutes or so. Let me see. Did I surprise you? I bet I did. I was trying to anyway. There's a secret technique to catching Pokemon, you see. That's what I call secret backstrike technique. Getting Pokemon's back with your Pokeball will surprise it, making it easier to catch or giving you an advantage once the battle starts. Okay. Thanks. I need Pokeballs. I need to tell you about this great cake lore recipe I invented. Mushroom cake. Poured 20 years of mushroom foraging know-how into coming up with this recipe. They aren't catching on to the recipe's potential. People see you making my mushroom cakes famous as you are. I'm sure they'll want to give it a go. Key ingredients from the recipe scrounge not from the forages of thy fellows. 1 springy mushroom's all you need. Where the fuck do you get a tumblestone from? Well, that's fine. I'll bring those. But yeah, I need to find tumblestones so I can make my own things. Number of heavy specimens you caught. Imagine like a thick Bidoof like that. I think Starly probably just leveled up. But yeah, I need to figure out how to make heavy balls. Oh, I guess I can... I think I get it now. I'm gonna go back to that Pichu spot real quick. This reminds me, I'm just thinking about it now, but I did a Pokemon map like this in VR chat. That was very similar in its approach. Weirdly enough. But I guess that kind of makes sense for what Pokemon is at its core. Like, I can't... There's sparkly ones. No fucking Pichu, god damn it. Oh. Oh. Now that makes a lot more sense. Can I do it with all of them, though? Yeah, looks like it. Ah, shit. Alright. Damn. This whole time. You don't even have to get too close and they'll start breaking it. That's cool. Now, I wonder if Rowlet can do the same thing. Rowlet is Babby. I don't think this is gonna work out so great. No, wait. Yeah! Cool. Level 18, Beautyfly. Rowlet was, like, perfectly suited for that. But is Rowlet perfectly suited for this? Yes! Oh man, I can't believe I didn't try that before. Oh, get some nice tunes as well. This is something Breath of the Wild didn't really have. They're a little generous in regards to, like, when you throw your Pokeball. Kind of give you a break. Also, depending on which Pokemon you use to break the thing, you may or may not... or you'll get some experience per Pokemon. So if you're trying to level up a specific Pokemon, you probably want to, like, so if I'm going for a Starly level up, I want to break rocks and shake trees with Starly. Just like that. I knew it wouldn't be effective and I used the move anyway, what the hell? So you just start running away from a battle before you even, like, finish the battle. It's pretty good. Also, we got an evolution. I think it just turns into Beautifly, right? That's nice. That's a very early evolution. God damn. That marvelous rich tone, how is it produced? I must know. Did you see, oh wait, you're from the Survey Corps. I need to learn more about the Cricketot. You must be curious about them as well, right? I mean, how do they make those sounds of theirs? It's a musical mystery like no other. I'd be in your debt if you could complete Cricketot's page in your Pokedex to show it to me, so I mean, we can uncover the truth. Starly done, Bidoof done, Silicoon done. Beautifly. There's a better Beautifly here, sorry. Got Stun Spore, Silver Wind, Iron Defense, Tackle, very good. Leave a comment if you know what to do with these Pokemon. I think that's as much time as I have for now. It is. I gotta get going. But, initial impressions are... the game is good. I like it. As a generally, I would consider myself a non-Pokemon diehard, as I've said before. As someone that's just, like, interested, but not completely blown away by Pokemon, and actively thinks that Game Freak is pretty, like, lazy. I'm sure that's not really a popular, that's not exactly a, an uncommon opinion. But, I mean, the game has its ugliness to it. But the gameplay is good. The catching Pokemon is good. This is the best, I think, going around finding Pokemon and catching them and battling them has felt. And there's a lot of quality of life stuff, finally, that took a very long time to finally come to this franchise. So I think it's pretty cool, and it's way more immersive, despite some of the ugly appearance stuff. There is an attempt at a style. It kind of almost gets it. In my opinion, I'm not blown away by the visuals, but I also think they're way better than they are in that one screenshot. Marley wants to see a Starly. It's lovely through and through. I adore it down to the last feather. Hello, Starly. I think I'm quite satisfied just looking at it, after all. Besides, it might let loose a move. Who outside the Survey Corps or Security Corps would actually do something so frightful as approach a Pokemon willingly? All the same, I must thank you for showing me this sweet Starly. Some people will see a Pokemon and simply flee on sight, you know. Perhaps being able to read all about the Pokemon in that Pokedex might put them more at ease. Yeah, I like the speed of which you can just select a Pokemon, throw it, and then there it is. I like the, I do like the look of the town, mostly. Like, this is nice. Like, there's some decent-looking spots in this game. The music is nice. The presentation is pretty good. And I think... yeah, I mean, the trees still look like assholes. Like crushed assholes. But, yeah, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying the gameplay loop so far. like I said, I'm not sure if this is gonna like keep my attention for the whole game, and I'm not gonna be playing or recording the whole game. I'm gonna definitely do some on my own. But expect me to revisit it every now and then and do a little recording, and you'll see me at various points in the game. So don't get too invested in my particular group of Pogies. Oran berries restore HP to Pokemon. Throwing Oran berries is a great way to distract and avoid wild Pokemon. They're indispensable. Happy to help. Very helpful. And yes, I see the Monster Hunter aspect of this. I don't think humans are ready to settle here yet. Oh yeah, them damn Bidoofs, huh? You may stun a Pokemon with one of these, okay. Just your satchel's got a pretty limited amount of inventory, which makes me wonder if there's going to be any satchel expansions. Doesn't really look like it, but maybe. So yeah, I mean, if you watch this, you'll be able to tell whether or not I had a good time. I did, mostly. And I think this is a cool game so far. And yeah, I'm kind of glad I got it. I'm glad I didn't avoid. Because, again, Sword and Shield was a whole different matter, and the remake that recently came out, I guess I was just kind of bored of more of the same. Floating trees. Bad, bad, bad. So yeah, I guess I was kind of bored of more of the same, and again, the people's impressions of these things weren't particularly positive. So I wasn't even sure I was going to get this one until I started doing like some reading about it, and now I'm happy I got it because I think I'm going to enjoy more of this. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope your opinions differ from mine in a respectful way. Or if not, if you like the game too, that's cool. But, yeah, let me know what you think, as long as you understand that, you know, Pokemon is... It gets people really emotional. I'm willing to hear out your opinions on it. But for the most part, I appreciate you just watching, and you know, I'll play more in the future. Okay. The word vomit diarrhea that's happening right now, I need some Jubilife. So I'm gonna go get some of that. Wait, do I get a mystery gift? Jubilife mystery gift? Sorry, dipshit, you have no gifts. It's always a word salad trying to figure out how to describe a game that I do enjoy. But it's only been 2.5 hours, so I can't tell you if, Oh, you can find some of your lost items and send them via the internet. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, I'll let you know at 10 hours if I get that far, if I like it as much or more or less. Once again, thank you. Take care. That's Pokémon Arceus game. How do I save this game? Game save. All right. Goodbye.